All right, so let's start with the basics of how meta ads are structured. Think of your ad like a funnel. It's gonna have three levels. The first one is campaign. This is where you set your objective. Like, do you want more traffic, more sales, more leads? This is basically the why of your ad. Then comes the ad set. This is where you choose who sees your ad, how much you want to spend, where you want it to appear, and when. So basically, the audience, budget, placement, and the schedule. And finally, the ad. This is what people actually see: your images, your videos, the text, the call to action button, the creative stuff. So, now let's talk about a few terms you will always see in Ad Manager. The first one is a daily budget. So this is the maximum amount you allow Meta to spend per day on your ad set. For example, if your daily budget is 1,000 rupees, Meta will aim to spend around that each day. There comes the cost per result. This tells you how much each lead, click, or purchase is costing you. So if you spend 2,000 rupees and got 10 leads, your cost per lead is 200. Then when it comes to ROS, it's abbreviated as return on ad spend. So in short, if you spend 1,000 and made 5,000 in sales, your ROS would be 5. Then comes the CPM, which is your cost per 1,000 impressions. This tells you how much it costs just to show your ad, regardless of who clicks. See, this is based on impressions, 1,000 impressions, not clicks. So it's basically how much it costs to just display your ad throughout Meta platforms. Then comes the CPC, which is cost per click. It is exactly what it sounds like. So it's basically how much you're paying for each person that clicks on your ad. Then comes the CTR, which is the click through rate. This shows how interesting your ad is to people. It's the percentage of people who saw your ad and actually clicked on it. Higher CTR usually means your ad is performing well. So CTR is basically the percentage of people who actually clicked on your ad shortly. Then let's move to the performance metrics. Awareness, what is that? So it is basically to get in front of as many people as possible. You're not asking for click or sales, just attention. Then traffic, this objective is great when you want people to visit your website, blog, or your app, or even if you're just doing creative testing and you just need to see the reaction of people to your campaign. This is perfect for you. Then comes engagement. So use this if you want more likes, comments, shares, or event responses. So if you want to increase your followers, I believe this is what your goal would be: to set your campaign on an engagement campaign level, right? And then comes the leads. So this is for collecting emails, phone numbers, or any information throughout the lead forms, WhatsApp or calls. Then comes the sales and conversions. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is the strongest objective when you want people to take action, like making a purchase or sign up. If you have a Shopify store, this is the one to go for. This is the kind of ads you run. Your target is always sales and conversions. All right. Then comes the creatives and placement, some terms about it. So if you're a complete beginner, these things will really help you, and you will utilize these things in your meta ads. While using them, these terms will come across again and again. Okay, I wanted to keep it short, so people can see and actually understand and move on with the rest of the course. So if you have any further confusions, you can just inbox me or comment down below and I'll respond to you. Then there comes the primary text. Primary text, this is basically the main text that shows above your image or video. The image or video is whatever ad you're going to, whatever creative you're going to use in your ad. So this is the main text that's gonna show right above your image. It should quickly grab attention or explain your offer. Then comes the headline. Okay, this is the bold line right below the ad. It's often short and catchy, like 30% off today only, limited offer, And then it comes CTA. CTA is basically the call to action. This term is really relevant. You're gonna see this thrown around a lot. These are buttons like shop now, learn more, sign up, send message, these kind of buttons. It tells your audience what you want them to do, where to click. It's basically the button. All right. Then comes the placements. This is where your ad shows up. Like There's so many platforms and so many places Meta can display your ad, where we actually usually majority of the people want it on either Facebook feeds or Instagram feeds. So that's your placement. So it could be in Facebook feed, Instagram stories, Messenger, or even inside other apps. So that's your placement. And then there's a term called automatic placement. So what happens is this lets Meta decide where to show your ad based on where it's most likely to perform well. And honestly, in most cases, this works pretty well. So you can explore that while you're creative testing. Do not use this automatic placement while you're optimizing or scaling your campaigns. So don't use it there. Then some other concepts, these are pretty important. The first one is attribution. So this is how Meta tracks who should get credit for a conversion. Okay, so let me explain this to you in detail. Okay, so what Meta does is it basically tracks clicks within 7 days. um how to explain this? Okay, so the attribution window is the time frame in which a user's action, like a purchase, is attributed back to an ad. Okay, so Meta's default attribution window is a 7-day click and a 1-day view. So this means if someone clicked your ad and converted within 7 days, the ad does get credit. And if someone saw your ad, didn't click, and converted within 1 day, the ad still gets credit. But okay, so let's take an example. Let's say a user has clicked an ad on July 1 and they buy your product on July 6. And if your attribution is set at default, like 7-day click, then the ad will definitely get credit. And if your view attribution is set at 1 day and the user sees your ad in July 2 and buys it on July 3, then the ad does get credit. So let's say that a user has clicked an ad on July 1 and they buy on July 10. Since it's outside the 7-day window, there's no credit given to the ad. Yeah. So if you have any, you need any further explanation on the attribution, just let me know. Okay. Attribution rules decide if your ad still gets credit for that sale. Okay, so that's what it is basically, and you can set that window yourself. Then there's split testing. Split testing, I mean, I'm sure you have heard the term A/B testing if you're a digital marketer or if you've only started learning it. um, so this is when you test two versions of something, like two images, two headlines, two primary text, two CTAs, to see which one performs better. And then there's a CBO. CBO is basically the campaign budget optimization. So instead of setting a budget for each ad set, Meta spends your total campaign budget on the best performing ad sets automatically. So this is super helpful for anybody who's on the scaling stage. And there comes the custom audience. These are people who have already interacted with your brand, like website visitors, Instagram followers, or email subscribers. Then comes retargeting. This means showing ads to people who already know you, like people who have probably added to cart on your website but they haven't bought it. So you can show them a discount ad, you can retarget that audience. Then there's a custom rule. So these are automated rules you can create in ads manager. For example, you can pause an ad if cost per result goes above 500 rupees or 500 impressions. So this basically saves a ton of manual checking.